So much has happened this week. Another massive week for cryptocurrency news. Big Polka Dot updates, Coinbase teaming up with the NBA, Facebook making a big crypto play, the Bitcoin ETF, and of course, some updates on the NFT scene. My name's Lark. Every day I make videos talking about cryptocurrency investing. So if that's a topic you'd like to learn some more about, maybe just stay up to date with, then you should definitely subscribe to the Lark Davis channel. Also, if you take a quick second to tap on that thumbs up button for the YouTube algorithm, it'd be much appreciated. And obviously, anybody who wants to get a notification of when I put out a new video, you should click on that notification bell. Now, if you want to earn a safe and simple passive income on your cryptocurrencies, you need to get yourself an account over at Celsius. You can earn 6.2% on your Bitcoin, 5.35% on your Ethereum, 8.88% on your dollar stablecoins, and up to 17% on different altcoins. Use the link down below to start your account, and you will get a $50 Bitcoin bonus when either using the promo code or the referral code found down below in the description. Now let's go ahead and get into the news. Polka Dot has unveiled a $770 million development fund ahead of parachain auctions. That's a lot of cheddar, man. $770 million? Holy cow. Holy cow. Now look, Polka Dot is far from being the only blockchain with a development fund. Basically, every major chain has got one. Solana, Avalanche, Terra, Polygon, Cardano, Phantom, everybody's got a development fund these days. Probably missed some names. There's lots of money flowing around out there for developers. But I think we've seen Polka Dot being one of the most highly anticipated blockchains, and I think there's an incredible amount of development going on. And of course, the fact that we have parachains going live in about 2.5 weeks' time, mega bullish developments here for the Polka Dot ecosystem. Seeing them throw $750 million into an ecosystem development fund, that gets a thumbs up from me. I'll take that. That's cool. By the way, if you wanted to know what some parachains are to watch out for, so basically there's going to be auctions coming up where you can take your DOT tokens and bond them to back a parachain. Now, some of the ones that I'm planning on backing, first one's Moonbeam. So Moonbeam, this is basically Ethereum on top of Polka Dot. Very cool stuff. I'm not going to go into any depth on these. That's not the intention of today's video, to talk about the top parachains for the Polka Dot ecosystem. Here are the names. Here are the ones that I'm probably backing with my own personal Polka Dot. You can go and investigate them for yourself. Of course, we talked a lot about Moonbeam on the channel. I'm very bullish on this one overall. So I will definitely be throwing some DOT into the Moonbeam auctions. Very excited about this one. Another one to keep your eye on that I'll be backing is Akala. Now, this is the DeFi hub of Polka Dot. Now, Akala is very cool. They're doing a lot of very interesting things. Obviously, Ethereum compatible smart contract platform. You have to be Ethereum compatible these days in order to click into all that liquidity. They're doing a dollar stablecoin. They're also doing cross-chain assets, branching out into Bitcoin, Ethereum, and beyond. Big focus on DeFi here as well. Cool things as well, like micro gas fees or being able to pay your gas in virtually any token. That's really cool. Imagine being able to pay your USDC transfer fees in USDC. Imagine being able to pay your Polka Dot or your Bitcoin. Let's say your Bitcoin transfer fees, but in Bitcoin on top of Akala. That's pretty cool. So instead of needing the gas natively, you can just use the token that you're transferring. So pretty cool stuff. And the third one that you might want to have on your radar is called Parallel Finance. So this is institutional grade, decentralized finance, parachain, lending, liquid staking. Liquid staking, of course, is a very big one where you take an asset that is already staked and you take the liquidity token for that, and then you can get dollar stable coins or something back. They're doing auction loans. They have a cross-chain wallet. Big backers as well. So these are my top 3 parachains that I'm looking to back with my DOT. So you may want to have a little look at them as well, or not. But definitely I would go check them out because I think these are 3 very promising parachains. Now let's move on to the next news story. Coinbase. Coinbase, man. Partnering up with the NBA. Now, this is an interesting story, and I just wanted to share it with you because we're seeing such a mainstream flurry of activity happening. FTX, they are sponsoring sports teams. Anchor, it's an Ethereum staking project. They've bought the naming rights, I think, to a basketball team or a football team. I can't remember, one of those teams. Coinbase teaming up with the NBA and the WNBA. This gets, again, it's just, we're looking at mainstream adoption happening here. Tom Brady's out there promoting FTX. So we're just seeing all of this convergence of the attention of the sports world hitting with the crypto world, because all these cryptocurrency companies are so flush in cash that they're just spending truckloads of money on advertising, getting people on board with their services. We're seeing that across the board with lots of different companies and projects, and that means that all of these people are getting exposure to Coinbase, to FTX, to all these different exchanges and cryptocurrency projects. Mainstream adoption is coming. Mainstream adoption is starting right now, and it's very, very exciting. This kind of massive promotional stuff, it's part of building that total picture. Next up, let's talk about the Facebook news. Third story of today. So Facebook has 2.8 billion with a B, monthly active users. They're kind of a big deal, in case you have not heard about Facebook. Kind of a big deal in the social media world. And look, they're getting into the metaverse, which is cool. And although they have not announced specifically that they'll be integrating NFTs with the Facebook metaverse, it'd be kind of crazy not to. Realistically, it'd be a pretty big missed opportunity. But the story that really shook things up this week for Facebook is that after years of trying to release their own stablecoin cryptocurrency, they have this week released a stablecoin wallet called Novi, and they're working with Coinbase and with the Paxos stablecoin for that wallet. That means that in the not-so-distant future, 2.8 billion humans on this planet will have access to stablecoins via Facebook. Just log into your Facebook wallet. And I know Facebook's problematic for a lot of reasons. We don't need to talk about all that stuff right here, right now. Reality is 2.8 billion monthly active users is a damn big deal. Currently, the service is only operating in Guatemala and the United States, obviously with the intention of opening up remittance corridors between workers in the U.S. sending money back home to Guatemala. But it starts there and then it builds. Sure, it's a pilot program right now, but wait until 2 or 3 years from now when every Facebook user has a wallet where they can transfer stablecoins, transfer Bitcoin, transfer NFTs from the Facebook metaverse. It's coming. It's coming. Adoption. This is probably the biggest mainstream adoption story of the year. It's hard to say in a year that's been just filled with some of the most wild stories. 4 years ago, this is stuff I was dreaming about happening, and now here it is happening. It's totally, totally crazy. And of course, as soon as Facebook announced their wallet, you have senators coming out and saying, oh, you have to immediately discontinue that wallet because Facebook and their stablecoin play would essentially make them the biggest bank in the world. The legacy banks, Bank of America, JP Morgan, Goldman Sachs, all these guys, they can't have that happen. They can't have this feisty tech startup company, well, not startup anymore, obviously, but this feisty tech company come out and basically eat their lunch. But that's exactly what new tech is doing. It is obsoleting the old business models. Who needs to go down to a bank anymore? Just it's so inconvenient. You just log into Facebook and send somebody money. Pay a bill. Game-changing. Game-changing stuff. And of course, the corrupt politicians and the corrupt banks are against what Facebook is doing. The good news is that Facebook is just a tiny little cog in a giant machine of the cryptocurrency universe. And while they may be able to put enough pressure on Facebook again to stop them again, they can't stop crypto. They can't stop Bitcoin. They can't stop the decentralized stablecoins. Pandora's box is opened. Regulators cannot put chaos back in the box. Sorry, regulators. Not sorry. Next up, let's talk about NFT news. Now, I'm just kind of blown away about how much money is flowing into the NFT space right now. And that's kind of what we're sharing the stories about today. So Animoca Brands, they're backing a lot of the really big, popular play-to-earn NFT games right now. They have just raised $65 million from Ubisoft and others for their NFT gaming push. So that's a pretty big deal. Ubisoft, of course, big in the gaming space as well. We're seeing it happen, guys. We're seeing it happening. Just the play-to-earn gaming, it's going to be a mega trend of this decade. It's going to bring in tens of millions to hundreds of millions of new crypto users, people who are just going to be playing games on their phones, earning coins all day long. And think about all the time that, you or family members may have spent on stuff like Angry Birds or Candy Crush. Now imagine if all that time had been spent and they had been earning tokens that are worth money or in-game NFTs for getting high scores and stuff like that. Come on, man. This is exactly where these games are going. This is the future of gaming, and it's going to be massive. So it's unsurprising to see Animoca raising $65 million to pursue those exact goals. Of course, sports and NFTs, another match made in heaven, to be honest. Candy Digital has just raised $100 million, valued at $1.5 billion. That is Major League Baseball's official NFT partner. Sports cards, sports collectibles, tickets, NFTs that'll give you unique sports experiences like meeting the players or getting VIP seats or getting in a lottery or whatever it might be. There's just so much opportunity here. And this is exactly why we've seen all these sports industries adopting NFT technology. They're seeing, hey, this is the next big revenue stream for our industry, and we have to get on board as quickly as possible. And we've seen all of them hopping on board in the last couple of years. Tech platform behind Sotheby's NFT metaverse has raised $20 million as well, because of course they have money just flowing all over the place in the NFT space right now. It's pretty crazy. Also, McLaren's NFT collection on Tezos, and Tezos powered platform, is set to engage F1's 87 million fans. Another sports NFT collaboration coming together. I know a lot of people out there are still doubting NFTs, or they don't understand it, or whatever it might be, but I'm telling you, NFTs are going to be one of the biggest trends in crypto. I've been talking about NFTs on the channel since, late 2017, and we've just been talking about it the whole time since then, and it's just growing bigger and bigger and bigger all the time. And I think 2021 has really hit this inflection point for NFTs where it just clicked in the mass mindset, and it's taking off. It's taking off. I mean, sure, there were people last year or in 2019 who were dabbling a bit in NFTs. They're buying some, CryptoPunks. Maybe in 2020 they were, buying some sports-related NFTs and stuff like that. But it's just going to keep getting bigger as it goes more mainstream, as it becomes more accessible. It's just going to get bigger. It's just going to get bigger. Very excited about where the NFT space is going. I'm glad to see so many big names and so much money coming into the NFT space, because it just means that NFTs are here to stay and NFTs are going to be massive. Final story for today. Bitcoin futures ETF, they're out. We've talked about it a lot this week, so I'm not going to spend too much time, but just the highlights of the week, if you will. So the Bitcoin futures ETF debuted with the highest ever first day natural volume of $1 billion. So that was the opening day. Highest ever ETF volume. Day 2, the Bitcoin futures ETF broke another record in being the ETF product that saw $1 million of actual assets being accrued by the ETF happen in the shortest amount of time ever, which was 2 days. The previous record was 3 days, which was a gold ETF 18 years ago. So that is pretty damn bullish to see. Also, we've had 2 more approvals for Bitcoin ETFs. So the ProShares one started trading earlier this week. Valkyrie has just started trading. And which was the one? There's another one that's going to start trading next week. So many ETFs, can't keep track of all the names, but another one's going to start trading next week. So we've had 3 approvals in 1 week for Bitcoin ETFs, which is, an overall positive, even though if they are futures garbage contracts. We still want the spot Bitcoin ETFs to come through. There's a lot of great spot Bitcoin applications, and hopefully the Bitcoin futures ETF applications will end up being the gateway drug to seeing the Bitcoin spot ETFs actually being approved. So big news there for Bitcoin. Big week for Bitcoin. Obviously, we've all been anticipating that for a while, so great to see it finally happening. Anyway, just my 2 Satoshis for the day. Your question: what one news story has happened this week that you think is the most important bit of news? Is it something that I mentioned here in the broadcast today, or is it something else that everybody should know about? Down below in the comment section. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and peace out till next time.